हरि ओम कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानाथं को न याति परां गतिं नमोऽस्तु रामाय स लक्ष्मणाय देव्यै च तस्यै जनकात्मजायै नमोऽस्तु रुद्रेन्द्रमरुद्गणेभ्यः नमोऽस्तु चंद्रार्कमरुद्गणेभ्यः। मित्रों नमो नमः। अद्य कथा प्रसंगे पूर्वकथा संग्रहश्च। हम तो पावन ग्रंथ वाल्मीकि रामायण में धर्मकांड में है। ये दिन तो बहुत पावन है, बहुत खुश की दिन है। भारत देश में 22 तारीख तो नज़दीक में आ रही है। युग में एक दिन ऐसा होगा, क्योंकि हमारा प्रवचन आज अयोध्या आज कैसे है, 22 दिन तक कैसे होंगे अयोध्या, उसकी वर्णन तो ये अध्याय में होता है। वो राम जी की इतना कृपा की हिंदू टेम्पल ऑफ लबक में हम वो अयोध्या, इवन दो वी आर 10,000 माइल्स अपार्ट, वी आर गोइंग टू सेलिब्रेट। मानसिक में अयोध्या का संभ्रम वर्णन इस अध्याय में होता है। सो पूर्व कथा क्या है? सो अयोध्या में दशरथ जी ने राम को यव्वराज्य पट्टाभिषेक करने का निश्चय किया। आज तो पुनर्वसु नक्षत्र है। राम को बुलाया, दो बार बुलाया और कहा कल तो तुम मेरा उत्तराधिकारी बनेंगे, इसीलिए आप जाओ और वो यव्वराज पट्टाभिषेक का कार्य को शुरू करो। तो वशिष्ठ के आकर उसको यव्वराज्य पट्टाभिषेक कार्य को, कर्मकांड को शुरू किया। यही संभ्रमा कुछ दिन के बाद अयोध्या में साकेतपुरी में हो गए। अभी तो मार्गशीर्ष मास है, मार्गशीर्ष के बाद पौष मास, पुष्य मास आता है। पुष्य मास में पुष्य मास में शुक्ल पक्ष में द्वादशी तिथि में अभिजीत मुहूर्त में 84 सेकंड, इतनी ही देर है शुभ मुहूर्त। उस 84 क्षणों में ये राम लला का प्राण प्रतिष्ठा, राम का स्वयं आत्मा उसको प्रवेश करने का कर्मकांड का विधिवत होगा। सो हम तो इस क्षण को 30 साल से आकांक्षा करते हैं। देयर इज अ रिलेशनशिप इन 1991-92 there's a great awakening all over भारत, इंडिया में मेरे लाइफ से जुड़ा हुआ है। सो साउथ इंडिया में तो भी इस शिला का दान के लिए ये राम लल्ला का स्वयं गृह शिला को कलेक्ट करते थे। इसीलिए मैं एक दिन मेरा बापूजी एक स्वामी उपन्यास करने के लिए आया। वो स्वामी जी ने बोला, वॉट एवर यू हैव इन योर हैंड्स प्लीज गिव इट फॉर दी कर सेवा, प्लीज गिव इट फॉर द बिल्डिंग ऑफ राम लल्ला का टेम्पल। इट वॉज इन 1991, 30 years बिफोर। उस दिन मेरे बाप से कुछ नहीं था। वो घर के सामने वो कालक्षेप मंडप था, सो ही डिडंट हैव एनीथिंग, बट ही हैड दिस वेडिंग रिंग, स्वर्ण का वो अंगूठी था। ही इमीडिएटली रिमूव्ड इट एंड पुट इट इन दैट temple. So that is how our relationship with this Saketapuri Nivas banane mein hai. So we are very much close with this building because Ram to Bharat ka sabhyata ke mool hai. It's a civilization, part of civilization. Ram Vigrahavan Dharma. So we are going to talk about how from today people are celebrating in a big way in Ayodhya. So Ayodhya ka वो प्राण प्रतिष्ठा तो 22 तारीख को होगा, बट प्रायर टू दैट देयर आर लॉट ऑफ एक्टिविटीज लाइक शिला को पुण्यावचन करना, शिला को तीर्थ में रखना, शिला को धान्य में रखना, ऐसा ही ऑल कर्मकांड विधिवत होगा। सो देयर इज लॉट ऑफ सेलिब्रेशन। What a coincidence that when we are reciting, we never thought 23 weeks back that we will do something in Ramayana, and this will also come to such a coincidence. And when we are doing this Ayodhya Kanda, that too, how Ayodhya was celebrating. Like we are celebrating in India, Bharath में ये संभ्रमा होता है, अभी से शुरू हुआ. So likewise, this particular sarga is going to talk about how Ayodhya वासियों ने राम का यवराज्य पट्टाभिषेक में कुतूहल में है. See what a coincidence. इसी राम का ही इच्छा. So कुनीता वो मंतरा वो कैकेयी के पैलेस के ऊपर में वो देखती है क्या हो रहा है, क्यों ऐसा ही है. ज्ञाति दासी यतो जाता कैकेय्या तु सह उषिता प्रासादम चंद्रशंकाशम आरुरोह यदृच्छया. So Manthara sees all that happening in the city of Ayodhya, like what we are seeing today. What a coincidence. So like this celebration of Prana Prathista, next day, today is Punarvasu, tomorrow is Pushya Nakshatra. Imagine how it is. So Ram ka Yavvarajya Pattabhishek ka Nakshatra Chaitra मास में पुष्य नक्षत्र, और ये प्राण प्रतिष्ठा तो पुष्य मास में होती है. What a coincidence. And now we are in Margashirsha Nakshatra, Pushya month में Margashir Nakshatra, शुक्ल पौष शुक्ल द्वादशी तिथि में अभिजित मुहूर्त में ये होगा. Such a coincidence. We are in Margashirsha Masa, in Pushya month, which was the nakshatra selected by Vasishtha and Dasaratha for the Yavvarajya Pattabhisheka, whereas this Purna Pratishtha in Ayodhya to Pushya month में मार्गशीर्ष नक्षत्र में विष्णु दिन में द्वादशी तो हरिवास है, विष्णु दिवस में होता है. सो सच अ कोइंसिडेंस. सो दिस इज व्हाट हैपनिंग. सिक्तराजपतां कृष्णं प्रकीर्ण कुसुमोत्कराम. Exactly this sarga we will recite. Let's think that we are in Ayodhya. We are not there, but Manasik mein let's think we are there, because all the slokas what Valmiki wrote is happening there. And there is a saying here in this, Bhooyasim Raghava Sriyam. I never thought that we will be doing such coincidentally such things. So there is a phrase in this sarga called Bhooyasim Raghava Sriyam. Let Raghav ka Sri, let it happen. Raghav ka Sri to Ayodhya hai, Saketpuri. So it is returning back to Raghav. So in this sarga, Valmiki has exactly stated these words, how apt Ramayana is. ये तो ऋषि की वाणी है, सत्य है. सत्यम सत्यम पुनः सत्यम उद्धृत्य भुजमुच्यते. Vyas says like that. Valmiki has written this. He wrote that in Treta Yuga. Today nobody thought in 500 years this will happen, and that too somewhere in the West Texas in Hindu Temple of Lubbock we will be reciting these exact words. What is happening? Bhooyasim Raghava Sriyam. Let the wealth of Raghava return to him. Bhooyasim Raghava Sriyam. Exactly this is the sarga we are reciting. So what happens? Sikta Rajapatam Krishnam Prakirna Kusumotkaram. People have all started cleaning Ayodhya. That is what happening today. Exactly the verses of Valmiki. Sikta Rajapatam. Big roads have been built. Sikta, clean roads, Rajapatam. Sikta Rajapatam Krishnam. Entire city of Ayodhya has been cleaned, crystal clear. Sikta Rajapatam Krishnam Prakirna Kusumotkaram. Everything was Kusumotkaram, decorated with flowers. Ayodhyam Mantara Tasmat Prasasada Anvaikshat. So this is what Ayodhya was. And there stands Mantara. Let us all see that we are seeing Ayodhya like that. Sikta Rajapatam Krishnam Prakirna Kusumotkaram Ayodhyam Mantara Tasmat Prasasada Anvaikshat. Patakabihi Varahabihi Dvajaischa Samalankritam Vritam Chandapataischapi Shirasnata Janai Vritam. People are started making merry. People are all taking head bath. Shirahastana Janai Vritam. Patakabihi Varahi Patakabihi. So likewise what is happening? There are a lot of banners everywhere. They say there are Surya Stampa being built now. to show that Rama is from Surya Vamsha. Ayodhya is all built with Surya Stampa now. All lights are put in Stampa. Sikta Pataka Bihi banners. You see this even today. Pataka Bihi Varabihi Dwadaischa Samalankritam. There are flags, there are banners, there are posters. Vritam Chanda Padaischa Pi Shirahastana Janai Vritam. People are all becoming pious. Now people have already started doing vrat. Malya Modaka Hastaista Dvijendraihi Abhida Dvijendraihi Dvijendrabhinaditam Abhinaditam Malya Modaka Hastaischa. People have started to exchange gifts. Malya Modaka means sweets. Generally we can take as sweets. Malya means garlands. People have all started celebrating. People are giving gifts. Malya Modaka Hastaischa Dvijai Abhinaditam. People are all starting to shout Ram ki jai ho, Rama Rajya ki jai ho. What is happening? So whether it is in North India, in Sanskrit or in Awadh or in Dravida Deshame, in Tamil, people are all singing merrily. That's what people from Ayodhya ki Dham ki Tirtha Trust log ne, they are asking people to start celebrating as if it is a Deepavali. This is going to be the biggest Deepavali ever. So that is what is happening. Malya Modakaha Astaischa Dvijendraihi Abhinaditam. People are all talking big. How are they talking? Ramam Bhaje Shyamam Bhajasa Ramam Bhaje Shyamam Manasa Ramam Bhaje Shyamam Manasa Sarva Veda Sarabhutam Sarvaloka Hetunadam Ramam Bhaje Shyamam Bhajasa Ramam Bhaje. So this is in Sanskrit, in Durga Raga. It doesn't matter. Whatever language is, people are all talking. Rama is Shyama. How we see? Vasishta di Muni Gana Vedita Hridayam. How we see? People are singing. Vibhishana Anjaneya Pujita Charanam Vasishtadi Munigana Vedita Hridayam. Vasishtadi Munigana Vedita Hridayam. People are wanting to know Rama. How we see? Ramam Bhaje Shyamam Sarva Veda Sarabhutam Sarvaloka Hetunatam. People are proclaiming that Rama Rajya is coming. Why? Dandinam Godhandinam Durachara Kandanam Ramam Bhaje Shyamam Manasa Ramam Bhaje Shyamam. So people are singing merrily. So Abhinaditam Shukla Deva Grihadwaram Sarvavaditri Nivasinam. So they are all entering the palace which is with white door. Today it is made up of pink stone. Shukla Deva Grihadwaram Sarvavadi Tranivasinam Samprishta Janakirnam Brahma Gosha Binaditam. People are all shouting with Veda. Brahma Gosha. Brahma mane Veda. Samprishta Janakirnam Brahma Gosha Abhinaditam Pragrishta Varastyastvam Sampranadhirda Govrisham. Sampranadhirda Govrisham. Their voices are like cows. Their voices are like Rishabha. Pragrishta Varahastasvam Astasvam. Like merrily like elephant. Pragrishta Varahastas Aswam. Hasta Haswam. Sampranadhirta Govrisham. Pragruvushta Muditaihi Paurairuchire Tadvaja Malinam Ayodhyam Mantara Tasmat Prasasada. She was seeing these happenings happening. What? There were a lot of hati, there were a lot of hasta, there were a lot of haswa, and all these things were making big noise. All were in not noise in a haphazard way, noise to proclaim the happiness. So Pragrisha Utpulla Layanam Panduhu Chaumavasinim. So people were all wearing Chaumavasinam, were all wearing clean silk dhotis. Okay, this is like a biggest Deepavali. So, Pragrisha Utpulla Nayanam Panduhu Kshaumavasinam Avidure Stitam Drishtva Datrim Prapachamantara. Now the actual story starts. So all these happenings were happening. Tomorrow is Pushya Nakshatra. This was on the evening of Punarvasu Nakshatra. There came a lady, Pragrisha Utpulla Nayanam. There was a lady, housemaid. Datri means housemaid. So the housemaid of Kausalya Devi, she just came running to Kaikeyi's palace. Pragrisha Utpulla Nayanam. Eyes were all glowing. Utpulla Nayanam. Panduhu Kshauma Vasini. Pandu means white, clean. Let's take it as clean dress. Kshauma means silk vastram. Avidhure Stitam Drishtvam Datrim. Avidhure Stitam Datrim Drishtva. So this Mantara saw that lady. Avidure Stitam Drishtva Datrim Prapacha Mantara. Mantara asked. So why did this Mantara come? So we all know that this Mantara is Kuni. A lot of people give different understanding, but beautifully, if we are going to talk about Ayodhya and celebration in Ayodhya, we cannot proceed without thinking about Goswamiji. So Goswamiji says something very different. Let's think about it, because there was a big intellect in India called Rajagopalachari, Rajaji, the Governor General. So they asked him, why you ask us to study Hindi? He says, if you study Hindi, you will be able to read Ramacharitra-manas. So that was an importance of Ramacharitra-manas. So everybody has to recite Ramacharitra-manas, so you need to learn Hindi. So we cannot escape today without reciting Doha of Thakurji, Goswamiji. So what happened? So why was Mantara there? Mantara was there because Ramayana has to happen. If Ramayana has to happen as a story, then Ravana has to be killed. How would Ravana be killed? There should be some reason for it. So Sita has to be taken away by Ravana, and Rama has to, for Dharma, he has to go and quell Ravana. So there needs to be some hetu. That hetu is Mantara. This is everybody understand, whether it is Valmiki or any Vyakhyanakarta, whether it is a Govinda Raja or Tilaka or Kataka, or all these people, they say Mantara was there because it is for finishing a Deva Karya. But how did this Mantara change her mind? Valmiki doesn't elaborate. Tulsidas does it. Tulsidas says that I got this idea because I was reading, and to me, in Ayodhya mein, there people were all, this happened. So Tulsidas to, ye to 13th century kya tha, Kali Yug mein tha. रामायण तो वाल्मीकि तो रामायण को त्रेता युग में रचना किया. So between Treta Yuga and Kali, several lakh years have gone by. But in those days when Tulsidas was there, how did he know about Ramayana? Nobody reads this, but it's beautiful. So in those days there were no script for Ramayana. It's all through pravachan. In Varanasi and in Ayodhya, people were reciting the Sanskrit-based Ramayana called Bushindi Ramayana, Kaka Bushindi. So this was the original Mool Katha for Tulsidas. Tulsidas himself refers. He says, I'm going to recite Ramayana based on what I have heard from Sant, whose text is Bushindi, Kaka Bushindi. Kaka Bushindi was the one who propagated Ramayana. Kaka Bushindi learnt Ramayana from Brahmadev and Shivadev. Shiv ने पार्वती और लोमरश नाम ऋषि के दोनों को प्रवचन किया, and this rishi was the guru for Bushindi. But then there were some misunderstanding between this Gurudev and Bushindi, who was a Nagarik of Ayodhya. Bushindi was a citizen of Ayodhya. He had some misunderstanding with his guru, and then the guru gave shap. And then he said, you will become a crow. But you have to come back from your crow to your normal manushya. वो शाप को मुक्ति कैसा होगे तो राम का प्रवचन, राम का कथा प्रवचन करने से आपका मुक्ति होगा. So that is how Bushindi Ramayan was there, because he started propagating to Bushindi, and Tulsidas and others say that this Bushindi even taught Ramayan to Garudadev. Right? So that's how this Ramayana got propagated. So in Avodhi and in Varanasi, people were only reciting in those days in Sanskrit. They were not reciting Valmiki Ramayana, they were reciting Bhushindi Ramayana. In this Bhushindi Ramayana says the reason why Mantara was born. And how did Mantara change the mind of Kaikeyi? This only Tulsidas Thakurji gives. So how is she? Pragharsha utpulla nayanam panduhu kshaumavasinim avidure sthitam drishtva datrim prapacha mantara. Mantara asks, what is the celebration going on there? That time, we have to, this is the sloka of Valmiki Ramayana, but we have to digress a bit and go to Tulsika Ramayana, Ramacharitra-manas. When this was happening, when Mantara was looking at the celebration, Indra, our Sabi Devanko, they were all worried. Indra was worried, Agni was worried, Marut was worried. So they all ran to Brahma. Look, tomorrow this Rama is going to be crowned as Yavaraja. If that happens, Ravana will not be killed and we will not have a dharma. Then Brahma says, this is given in Tulsidas Ramayana, Brahma says, don't worry, I will ask my Patni Saraswati to get into the Kanta of Mantara. So why did Mantara do this? Because it was Deva Karya. Brahma ne Saraswati ko bola, you go, Brahma and Saraswati. Saraswati is Patni of Brahmadev. She says, hey Patni, you go to Mantara and be in the Kanta or in the tongue, Lalat. You be in the Kanta of Mantara and then make sure that it changes her buddhi. Subuddhi to kutila buddhi banavo. So she was originally Subuddhiti. Because why? Because she was in association with Kaikeyi. Kaikeyi is such a good lady. How could Mantara be such a kutila buddhi? It cannot. Then to finish Ramayana, to finish Ravana Vada, there needs to be some instigation. And that happens because all these devatas went to Brahma and asked Brahma to change the mind of Mantara. So Saraswati comes and then Saraswati goes into the Kanta of Mantara and then it says that she started changing her mind. Why she started changing her mind? That is Deva Rahasya. So this is how it happens. Tulsi Das brings this. So Karihi Bicharu Kubuddhi Kujati Hoyi Akaju Kavani Bidhirati Deki Lagi Madhu Kuti Lakirati Jimmy Gavantakayi Lehuke Hibati. Up to that she was a good lady. Even though she was Kubja, what? This Saraswati comes. Karihi Bicharu Kubuddhi Karihi Bicharu Kubuddhi Kujati Hoyi Akaju Kavani Bidurati. So until then Kubja was also a good lady. Because it is Ramayana, it is Ayodhya. Ayodhya mein sabhi log to achhi log hai. So how did this happen? Because this was Deva Rahasya. So Kahi Karahi Bicharu Kubuddhi Kujati Hoyi Akaju Kavani Bidurati Deki Laga Lagi Madhu Kutila Kirati. She became Kutila Buddhi. Jimi Gavanta Kayi Lehu Kehi Banti. Valmiki Ramayana mein ye nahi hai. So this is the reason. It was again Devakarya and it was done none other than Saraswati because to protect the Devata. So that is what happened. So Uttamena Abhisanyukta Harshena Arthaparasati. Until then she was good. Now comes. Till then it was all good things about Ayodhya. Now what happens? Because Saraswati came and changed the buddhi of Mantara, what he says, she is talking bad about immediately, because Saraswati, Vani, Vacham, Devim Vacham, Ajanayanta Devaha, Tam Vishwarupa, Pashoba Vadanti. So immediately, instantaneously, this Mantara became Kutila Buddhi Kubja. What he says, I cannot tolerate this Kausalya is doing so much happiness and she is gifting. I know how Kaushalya is. She is a stingy lady. See, she is talking about Rama's mother. Until then, Kaushalya was such a pious lady. She says this, that lady, I know about her. She is stingy. She is miser. Uttamena abhisamyukta harshena arthapara sati. Kausalya is always attached to wealth. She doesn't give anything. Arthapara. She is always attached to wealth. She is also kubuddhi. Why would she start donating now? Why would she start gifting? Rama Mata Dhanam Kimnu Janebhyaha Samprayachati. Why is now Kausalya celebrating? Instantaneously Saraswati changed her mind and even her walk started changing. So I know Rama Mata Dhanam Kimnu Janebhyaha Samprayachati. I know her, she is a miser, she is a stingy woman. Artha parasati. Rama Mata Dhanam Kimnu Janebhya Samprayachati. Athimatra Pragarsho Ayam Kim Janasya Cha Shamsame Karayishyati Kimvapi Samprishto Mahipati. Tell me, why is this lady doing it? Ye maid, ye Datri, tell me, what is this happening? What has happened to the king? Are they having sense? Immediately you see the dramatic change in the mindset. So that is again Devakarya. Then he says, Vidiryamana harshena datri tu parayamuda. He is contrasting. Valmiki contracts the mindset of Manthara to that of Datri. She says, once this Manthara asked, hey lady, tell me, why is this Kausalya gifting so much? Why is this city happy? Vidiryamana harshena datri tu parayamuda achakshacheta kubjayai bhooyasim raghava sriyam. This is the very important phrase in today's lecture. Once this Kubja asked what is happening, because this lady wants to share the good news. Where the money belongs, where the Ayodhya Sri belongs, this Ayodhya Sri belongs to Rama. So Rama is going to get his original dhanam. His original dhanam is Ayodhya. Bhooyasim Raghava Sriyam. Mantara, our prince Raghava, Rama is going to get his wealth. Already he got his wealth Sita. But with Sita he has to govern the world. Dharma say, for that he needs this Ayodhya. Bhooyasim Raghava Sriyam Vidiryamana harshena datri tu parayamuda. The servant maid was so happy. Immediately she jumped in joy. Vidiryamana harshena datri tu parayamuda achachaksheta kubjayai bhooyasim. She tells, she replies, achachaksha atha. Afterwards she responds to that kubjayai bhooyasim raghava sriyam. Rama is going to get the wealth, what he deserves. Swa pushyena jitakrodam yavvarajyena raghavam. See, several lakh years afterwards, that is what happening. In Pushya Nakshatra, now in Pushya month, Raghava is going to get his original abode. Bhooyasim Raghava Sriyam. We never thought that we would recite this. So whoever has come here, listened, have done without knowingly some seva to Ayodhya. Assume like that. Achachaksheto achachaksha atha kubjayai bhooyasim raghava sriyam swapushyena jitakrodam yavvarajyena raghavam rajaha dasharato rama abhishechayita anagam. In those days, in this sarga, Dasharatha is going to anoint Rama and give him duly the ruling of Avadh, the ruling of Ayodhya. This is what is happening. Next month, already after Makara Sankramana, this is going to happen. What is going to happen? Swa pushyena jitakrodam yavvarajyena raghavam raja dasharato ramam abhishechayita anagam. So Pushya Nakshatra mein is going to happen. Pushya Nakshatra mein, Pushya Maas mein, Mrigashirsha Nakshatra mein, Abhijit Muhurtam. Abhijit Muhurtam is Sarva Uttama Muhurtam. If you don't get any, if your Kundali doesn't match with Shubha Din or Shubha Avasra, you always have Abhijit Muhurtam. Every Shubha Muhurta can be done in Abhijit. So Pushya Nakshatra mein, tomorrow it is going to happen. Whereas this is going to happen Satya. 22 तारीख तो ये पट्टाभिषेक, ये Prana Prathista, it will happen without any problem. But there it did not happen. So it is very important that there are 4 important slokas in Ramayana. I don't know how many people know this. This should be for Nitya Parayana. How did Rama win Ravana? Rama won Ravana because he knew where Janaki was there. Who was responsible for bringing Janaki back to Rama? It is Maruti. It is Hanuman. So how did Hanuman win over Ravana? First, he was able to conquer Ravana. Who conquered Lanka first? Hanuman conquered Lanka first. So he recites 4 slokas. And those 4 slokas are the most important slokas in Ramayana. Even though Ramayana is a Charanagati Grantha, even in Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya में श्री वैष्णव तो हम तो भगवान से कुछ नहीं मांगते हैं, हम सभी लोग तो उसके चरण में शरणागति करते हैं, परंतु 4 श्लोक तो बहुत श्रेष्ठ श्लोक है, नित्य पारायण में होना चाहिए. So those are the 4 slokas. So let's recite these 4 slokas so that we pray that 22 तारीख का वो शुभ दिन मंगल से होगा. जयत्यधि बलो रामः लक्ष्मणश्च महाबलः राजा. This is the Vani of Maruti. In Sundaragand, before he goes to see Ravana, Hanuman recites 4 slokas. These are the 4 slokas that made Hanuman to go and stand and sit before Ravana. Then only Ravana started lighting fire in Hanuman's tail, and that started Ramayana. These are known as 4 important slokas. And we are asked to recite these 4 slokas from now until 22 Tarik. So if you have time, you recite, but we will recite because it is very happy. Jayatyadi balo Ramaha Lakshmanascha Mahabalaha Jayati Raja Jayati Sugrivo Raghavena Abhipalitaha Dasoham Koshalendrasya Ramasya Aklishta Karmanaha Anuman Shatru Sainyana Niyanta Marutatmajahana Ravana Sahasram Me Yuddhe Pratibhalam Bhavet Shila Vistu Praharataha Padapaischa Sahasrasaha Ardhayitva Purim Lankam Abhivadya Cha Maitilim Samardharto Gamishyami Mishatam Sarvarakshasam. Hanuman says this. He says, I'm going to see Ravana and start the war. For that, I pray Rama. Jayat Adibalo Rama. Not only Rama, Lakshmanascha Mahabalaha. He also sings in praise of Lakshmana. Not only Lakshmana, he also sings in praise of his Swami Sugriva. Raja Jayati Sugrivo Raghavena Abhipalita. All these people are protected by Raghava. Hey Raghava, you make my karya safalta. You make my visit safal. Jayat Adibalo Ramaha Lakshmanascha Mahabala Raja Jayati Sugrivo Raghavena Abhipalita Dasoham Kosalendra. I am not doing anything on my own. We are all his servants. Dasoham Kosalendrasya Ramasya Aklishta Karmana. How is Rama? When Rama starts doing something, he will do it steadfast. Dhriti. He will not give away things. He will keep fighting until Aklishta Karmana. So he says, Raghavena Abhipalitaha Dasoham Kosalendrasya Ramasya Aklishta Karmana. Then he says, Hanuman Satru Sainyana Nihanta Marutatmajaha. I am the servant of Rama, so I am also going to be like him. Then he says what? So Naravana, if I pray Rama, even 1000 Ravanas come before me, I will just only pluck the stone and trees. Padapa means trees. What is Padapam? Padapai, Padhena Pipati iti Padapam. So how does root? Beautiful Sanskrit. Padhena Pipati iti Padapam. The pada of tree is what? Root. So trees only drink 3 roots. So Padhena Pipati. So there is a word for root, plant in Sanskrit known as Padapam. Beautiful. Padhena Pipati iti Padapam. So Shila Vistu Pragarataha Padapaischa Sahasrasaha. If Ravana brings so many ammunitions, I am only going to use stone and trees, and then I am going to crush the Sena of Ravana. Shila Vistu Pragarataha Padapaischa Sahasrasaha. Once I do this, I am going to quell Lanka. Ardhayitva Purim Lanka Abhivadya Cha Maitilim. How am I able to do this? Because Ma Sita is with me. Ardhayitva Purim Lankam Abhivadya Cha Maitilim. So, abhivadyacha maithilim samurdharto gamishyami mishatam sarvarakshasam. Swa pushyena jitakrodam yavvarajyena raghavam raja dasharato rama abhishechaya anagam drayastu vachanam srutva kubja Shipram amarshita kailasa shikarakarat prasasada avarohat. So immediately when this lady says tomorrow the Rama is going to be made Yavaraja, Dharyastu Vachanam. Dharya means that maid's Vachanam Srutva. Kubja, immediately Amarshita, she got anger. How was that anger? Her anger was like a Himalayan mountain. Kailasha Shikara, Kailasha, it was like Kaira. Kailasha Shikara Karat Prasasada Avarohat. So this is one Kavi Prasam. Kailasha Shikara Karat Prasasada Avarohat. She started running, jumping from the balcony. Sadakhyamana Kopena Mantara Papadarshini. Until then Mantara was good. Few slokas back, Mantara was never referred to as Papadarshini. Now Valmiki is so angry. He says this lady is going to make Rama to go 14 years in Vanavasa. Right? Now Rama is returning to his abode after many hundred years. But Ramayana also, Rama was asked to leave Ayodhya for 14 years. This is the start. So this lady is Papadarshini. Sa dakhyamana kopena mantara. Sa mantara. That mantara was burning in anger. Sa dakhyamana kopena mantara papadarshini shayanamyetya kaikeim idam vachana. Valmiki labors 2 sargas. Can you believe? So Kaikeyi was such a good lady. Why? Because the city of Ayodhya is itself such a Saketa Puri. How is Ayodhya? Sita lokam param sthanam chinmaya nanda lakshanam. Beautiful sloka. While this Ayodhya is getting celebration, we should recite this in Adi Ramayan. A Sanskrit vakya hai. Beautiful. Sita lokam param sthanam chinmayananda lakshanam kosalakyam puram nityam chinloka iti kirtitam. How is Ayodhya? Ayodhya is nothing but Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha is nothing but Ayodhya. Sita lokam. Vaikuntha ka dusra naam hai Sita lokam. Sita mane mangalam. Mangala loka. Nitya mangala loka Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha aur साकेत पे दोनों एक है. सीता लोकम परम स्थानम वैकुंठम. परम स्थानम में वैकुंठम. सीता लोकम परम स्थानम चिन्मयानंद लक्ष. चिन्मयान आनंद सदानंद. अयोध्या भी सदा आनंद लोकम. कोसलाक्याम. कौशल देश में अयोध्यापुरी. कोसलाक्याम पुरम नित्यम चिन्लोक इति कीर्तितम. You have to think about it. Sita lokam param sthanam chinmayananda lakshanam kosalakyam puram nityam chinloka iti kirtitam yate shaktihi sahaja nandinim siteti namnim jagatam shokahantri. Why Ayodhya is lokanam shokahantri? That is the reason people have fought for Ayodhya. What an apt coincidence for us to think. Why is this? Because one can say Sri Ranga is Bhuloka Vaikuntha. Kashi is Sanatana Dharma ka mool. No, abhi Kaliyug mein Ayodhya hi mool hai. Because there are people fighting. If you are Saivite, you consider Kashi. If you are Vaishnavite, you consider Sri Rangam. But nobody will quarrel against Ayodhya. Whether you are a Saivite or a Vaishnavite or whatever it is, whether you are in Gujarat, whether you are in Bangla, there is a uniting place. Look, in Ananda Adi Ramayan, several thousand years back, this sloka in Sanskrit is there. Sita lokam param sthanam chinmayananda lakshanam kosalakyam puram nityam chinloka iti kirtitam. That is the reason people have fought for Ayodhya. So, Avadh Bihari, people used to cry, Avadh Bihari, ye people of this city, take me to Ayodhya. Avadh Bihari Suhari. People say, take me to Ayodhya, take me to Ayodhya, take me to Ayodhya. And Lord also wanted to come to Ayodhya. अवध बिहारी लेकन नगरी, ये नगर लोग मुझे अयोध्या को लेकर जाओ. क्यों? वही अवध बिहारी की परम स्थान है, चिन लोक है. दैट इज द रीजन पीपल हैव फॉट फॉर दिस. याते शक्ति ही सहजानंदिनी. हाउ इज अयोध्या सो पावरफुल? बिकॉज सीता blesses it daily. याते शक्ति ही सहजानंदिनीं सीतेति नाम्नीं जगता शोकहंत्री. Beautiful. Why? Because Rama always has Sita and Sita blesses Ayodhya. Yate Shakti. Rama's Shakti is Sita. Yate Shakti Sahajanandinim Siteti Namnim Jagatam Shokahantri. So, why did Rama do this? Ramate iti Ramaha. Ramata ramate iti Ramaha. Rama iti Kridayam. This is the Leela. Why did it take so many years for Ayodhya to get its own its luster back? Because that's Ram इच्छा, उसकी इच्छा. क्योंकि राम का शब्द भी क्रीडा. रमथा रमथे रमयथि. Rama iti क्रीडायाम. What is the root word for ramati? Ramati माने क्रीडा. क्रीडति वनमाली गोष्ठे क्रीडति वनमाली. गोष्ठ माने लोग में. गोष्ठ माने इन दी काउ प्लेस. गोष्ठ माने लोग. गोष्ठ माने हमारा चित्त. ही प्लेस. क्रीडति वनमाली गोष्ठे क्रीडति वनमाली. एक कथा, पुण्य कथा. So, he says, her body was burning with kopa. Saha dakhyamana kopena mantara papadarshini shayanam yetya kaikeyi idam vachanam abravit uttishta mude. See, Saraswati changed her mind. Immediately her words became very harsh. Manda buddhi ban gayi. Sumati kumati ban gayi. Uttishta mude. Can you believe? She was a servant of Kaikeyi. She calls Kaikeyi Muda, a stupid woman. Uttishta mude kim seshe bhayam tvam avivartate. You are going to be put in a deep sorrow. Bhayam tvam avivartate. Look at the phrase. Sanskrit bhasha itna vani hai. Uttishta mude kim seshe. Kim seshe. Why are you sleeping? The whole world is going to collapse. You are sleeping as if nothing is going to happen. Uttishta mude kim seshe bhayam tvam abhivart. Bhayam mane sorrow. Distress is going to fall upon you. Bhayam tvam abhivartate upaluptam aghogena kimatmanam na buddhyasi. Upaluptam aghogena kimatmanam. There is going to be sort of things happening unto you. And sorrow will fall on you. Upaluptam, it will fall on you. Aghogena, without any limits. You will be having limitless sorrow. Upaluptam aghogena kim atmanam. Are you not understanding? Kim atmanam na buddhyasi. Uttishta mude. Beautiful phrase. Uttishta mude kim seshe vayam tvam abhivartate. Upalaptam aghogena kim atmanam na buddhyasi. Anishte subhagatare saubhagyena vikatsate. Hey, stupid woman. You are thinking that you are shaubhage. You are blessed with all positive things taken care of by your husband. Now, nobody gets escape from Mantara's word. She is cursing not only Kaikeyi, she is cursing Dasaratha. Anishte, Shubhagakare. Shubhagakare means as if you are thinking you are protected by your husband. Shubhagakare saubhagyena vikastate. You think you are shining with all prosperity. Saubhagyena vikastate. Chalam hi tava saubhagyam. Nadyaha srota iva ushnage. Beautiful. Chalam hi tava saubhagyam. You think your husband is going to protect you. He is a cheat. So, because he is Papa Darshani. So, whatever this mantra is going to see from now on, because of Saraswati Kataksha. In a sarcastic way. Saraswati is Devim Vacham Ajanayanta Devaha Tam Vishwarupa Pachavo Vadanti. If Saraswati comes, why Valmiki writes? Machanda Deva Saraswati. Brahma comes and says, I give my wife to you. Whatever you write is going to be Satya. Machanda Deva Saraswati. Whereas Saraswati can turn also. He says, Anishta Subhakakare Saubhagyena Vikastate. Chalam hitava Saubhagyam. Chalam. All your good fortune have gone. Chalam. Chalam hitava Saubhagyam Nadya. As if in the summer, all the rivers have dried into small streams. Srotaha means stream. Oda, kutta. when all the big nadis like Ganges and Sarayu have all become like a stream. Nadyaha srota iva ushnage. Ushnage means in summer season. Nadyaha srota iva ushnage. All your good fortunes are going to dry. Chalam hi tava saubhagyam nadyaha srota iva ushnage. Eva muktva tu kaikeyi rushtaha purusham vachaha kubjaya papadarshinya vishadam agamat param. Why is this lady talking? So, it was very difficult for Manthara to change the mind of Kaikeyi. 100 slokas Valmiki labors to change the mind of Kaikeyi. Why? Because she was Ram Mata. Ram to Maryada Purusha. No matter this lady is Papa Darshini. This woman labors. She starts yelling. Kaikeyi didn't change. Then she starts cajoling. Next whole sarga, 8th sarga, is all about Manthara cajoling Kaikeyi to change her mind. But there again Devas, and it was Devakarya that eventually Kaikeyi has to change mind, otherwise Rama would not have gone to exile. But what he says, no, Kaikeyi did not change. Why are you doing this to me, Kubja? Eva muktvat Kaikeyi rushtya parusham vacha, parusham vacha, harsh word. Why are you talking such harsh word to me? Kubjaya papa darshinya vishadam agamat param. I get worried because why are you talking this harsh word? Look how good Kaikeyi was. Can you believe? Valmiki says Kaikeyi is like a child. Hey Balike. Kubja itself will say, hey Balike, you are like a baby. You don't understand how this harsh world is. There's a jungle out there. So what he says, he compares Kubja with Kaikeyi in the same sarga. Valmiki says Kubja 2 to 3 times. He says Papa Darshini. Whereas the adjective what he uses for Kaikeyi, he says, hey Balike, you are like a boy, you are like a young child where everything you think is good. That was how Kaikeyi. So Kaikeyi tvad abravit kubam kubjaham kachikshemam namantare vishanna vadanam hitvam lakshye brushaduktitam vishanna vadanam. Why are you looking? Then she started acting. She started yelling. Kaikeyi didn't change. Then she started putting drama. Vishanna vadana. So he started showing all her sorrow in her face. Vishanna vadanam hitvam lakshye brushadukkitam. It looks like you are suffering. What is that makes you suffering? Hey Manthara, tell me. Manthara tu vachasrutva kaikeya maduraksharam. Beautiful, you see. Even though Manthara was shouting at her lung, hey mudhe. That is the worst thing one can say in Sanskrit, because Sanskrit is such a Devavani. You don't use very harsh word in Sanskritam. This is the harshest one. Hey mude. But in response, Kaikeyi uses very sweet word. Maduraksharam mantaratu vachasritva kaikeya maduraksharam uvacha krodha samyukta vakyam vakya visharada. Vakya Visharada. She uses beautiful words to reply to Manthara using Maduraksharam. Sa Vishannatara Bhutva Kubja Tasya Hitaishini. Then this Kubja says, hey, you may speak good language, but I am your well-wisher. Hitaishini Vishadayanti Provacha Vedayanti Charaghavam. She was thinking while Kaikeyi was using good words to pacify Manthara the other way. This Manthara was trying to split Rama and Kaikeyi. Bhedayanti cha Raghavam. She was plotting in her mind. Oh, I thought when I say this, Kaikeyi will change her mind and my job is done. Only like Vishwamitra comes for short duration, Manthara also comes for short duration. Sa Vishannatara Bhutva Kubjatasya Itaishini Vishadayanti Provacha Bhedayanti cha Raghavam Akshayam Sumahad Devi Sumahati Akshayam. You are going to have limitless big dukkham. Akshayam Sumahad Devi Pravrittam Dvidinashanam. Dvidinashanam. Not only you are going to go down, I am also going to go down. Dvidinashanam. When you go down, I am going to go down. When I live, you live. So this is how he says, okay, I say it is going to be bad for you, but you also have to take care of me. When you go down, you are going to pull me down. Beautiful. Look how he is building the story. Akshayam Sumahad Devi Pravrittam Dvidi Nashanam Ramam Dasharato Raja Yavarajya Abhishek Shayati. When Rama becomes Yavarajya, You are going to go down. Not only you are going to go down, I don't care if you go down. She says this, I don't care, but I am going to go down. You are a lady, king, queen. I have nothing. I have come all the way from somewhere. Itastataha jataha iti kubja. We have seen that. I have come from somewhere. I came to work for your mother. Then your mother sent me. Now where will I go? Sasyam ghate bhaye magna dukkha shoka samanvita dakhyamana analena iva twadhidarti migaha. Anala iva. She was suffering like a fire. Tava dukkena kaikeyi mama dukkam mahadbhavet. Because those days queen and king used to always worry about their subject. Okay, you go whatever you want, I don't care. But you are going to bring me down. Tava dukkena kaikeyi mama dukkam mahadbhavet. Not only you, I am also going to suffer. Tvad vriddhau mama vriddhi bhavet atrana samshaya. But imagine, if you become good, I will also become good. So why don't you think of me? You are not thinking of you, but why don't you think of me? Tava dukkena kaikeyi mama dukkam mahadbhavet. Tvad vriddho mama vriddhis. Vriddho means grow. If you grow, if you become the mother of the Yavaraja Bharath, then you will prosper. Because you prosper, I also prosper. Tvad vriddho mama vriddhischa bhavet atrana samshaya. When you grow, I am very happy, I am very content that I will not go down. Naradipa kule jata mahishitvam mahipate ugratvam raja dharmanam katam devina buddhi. Hey, you are like a child. You are born in a Raja Kula. Raja Dharma is always kill somebody, backstab. Naradipa kule jata mahishitvam mahipate ugratvam Raja Dharma is politics is harsh. Even now it is like that. Ugratvam Rajadharmanam. Don't you understand? Politics is cruel. Ugratvam Rajadharmanam katam devina buddhyase dharmavadi shato. Then also she is not. Then she says, you think your husband is good? I know him. I know Dasharatha more than you. He is shata. He is a wicked man. Can you believe? Dharmavadi. You think he is dharmavadi, but he is shata. Your Bharta is a wicked man. Shata. Shata means wicked. Dharmavadi shato bhadra slakshnavadi cha daruna. Slakshnavadi means sweet talker. But he is bad, daruna. Don't estimate people by what they speak. Look how mantra is building. Dharmavadi, you think your husband is a good man? He is a wicked man, cruel, shata, bharta. Slakshnavadi cha darunaha shuddha bhave. Then he says, what did I say? Valmiki compliments in a negative way mantra as Papa Darshini. Even after all these things, this mantra told Kaikeyi, she didn't change the mind. So Valmiki recognizes Kaikeyi to be Shuddha Bhave. You are a good lady. You don't understand what politics is. First she cursed her as Mude. She didn't change. Now she is Jau Kajoli. Shuddha Bhave na janishe tenaiva. You are cheated. Tenaiva atisandita. Atisandita means you are getting cheated. People are backstabbing you without you knowing because you are Shuddha Bhave. Shuddha Bhave na janishe tenaiva atisandita upastitam prayunjanastvai santvam anarthakam. Your husband talks shantam, but it is of no use. Anarthakam. Don't get carried away by the sweet talk of Dasaratha. Upastitam. He says Dasaratha always comes to you. Upastitam. He always comes to you with sweet talk. What is the use of that sweet talk? Hey Patni, hey Queen, hey honey. No point. No? You have to pay next month mortgage. Don't come and say honey and all this. Pay me. Okay? Don't get me simple bouquet. Give me a diamond ring. Millie asks her husband for her birthday. Same thing. Upastitam prayunjana stvai santvam anartakam arthenaiva adhyate bharta kausalyam yojayishyati. Still 3. He only sweet talks to you. But Kausalya, he is delivering. Kausalyam yojayishyati. So, walk the walk. Don't talk the talk. Apavakhyasa dushta atma bharatam tava bandushu. Look, I'll tell you what he is, a dushta atma. What all she is cursing the Chakravarti. She says he is shata. Then he says slakshnavadi daruna. Now he says he is dukkhavadi. Upavakyasa dushtatma. He's the worst man I have seen. That is the reason he has sent Bharata to your brother's house. Apavakya means to spend. To send. Apavakyasa dushtatma bharadam tava bandhushu kalyam stapayitva ramam rajye nihataka. So he has made sure Bharata is not a problem. Nihata kantake. He has removed the barrier. He has quelled the weed. So that he sent Bharata to your brother's house, so that tomorrow morning, Kalyam Stapayitva Ramam Rajye Nihataka. He has no problem. He is a Dushta Atma. Shatruhu Pati Pravadena Matreva Hitaka. Your husband, you are having Shatru by the name of your husband. I'm not telling. She says, Shatruhu Pratipravadena. Your husband is your enemy, whereas I am your well-wisher. Matra iva itakam yaya ashi visha iva angane. You have put, yes, ashi visha. You ashi visha mane, the cobra. Ashi visha iva angane. You have put cobra on your chest. Who is the cobra? Your husband. Shatruhu pati pravadena pati. You are having a pati who is nothing but a snake. You have put them on your chest. Shatruhu pati pravadena matreva hitakamyaya ashivisha ivangen. Ye bale, ye you stupid woman. Ye bale paridristvaya. See, he says Shuddha Bhave, ye balaki. He is trying to cajole her. I should make sure this Kaikeyi sends Rama to the forest. Yatahi kuryat sarpo va shatru va pratyupekshita. We don't know whether this man is your shatru or your sharp, shatru or snake. You decide. Rajnya Dasharate na adya suputra tvam tata. What he had done to you, to Bharata, he is like a shatru. He is like a snake. Listen to me. Papena andritasattvena bhale nityam sukh. You are living good life. Nityam sukhochite. You don't understand what's going on. Yes, stupid woman, you are living a good life, but that is going to shatter. Ramam stapayata rajye sanubandhata hasi. So you are going to be dead forever. Sanubandhata hasi. Sa praptakalam kaikeyi kshipram kuruhita. Do something. Are you not listening? Sa praptakalam kaikeyi kshipram kuruhitam tava. Do good for you. Get up now. Trayasva putramatmanam mamcha vismaya darshini. Go use that shastra against the Shata Buddhi Dasaratha. That's what. Sa praptakalam kaikeyi chipram kuruhitam tava. Trayasva. Save yourself. Trayasva means save yourself. Tayasya atmanam. You save yourself, you save your putra. I don't care whether you save yourself or you save your putra. At least save me. Trayasva putram atmanam mamcha. Beautiful. This is Sanskrit. Sanskrit at its best. Trayasya putram atmanam mam cha vismaya darshini. You beautiful looking woman. Save. Mantaraya vachas. Then slowly she is melting away. Because you know Ranjani is beautiful looking. So Mantaraya vachasritva shayanasta shubhavanana. See? Shubha-anana. So this lady said Vismaya darshini. I'm good looking. So Valmiki captures that. Until then, she didn't turn herself in the bed. Kim seshetvam? Why are you sleeping? So Subhadra, right? Subhadra is beautiful looking too. So Mantaraya vachasritva shayanam asta shubha. Then she started sitting Shubha Nana. Look, the beautiful face. Oh yeah, I look good. So I got to go and see before Aina. Oh, I look good. My face is good looking. Shubhanana uttasthau harsha sampurnach. Oh, don't I look like a third day crescent in a Sharad Kal mein? Yeah, Mantara sells the truth. Beautiful. Uttasthau harsha sampurna. So much happiness in her. She gets up as if the third crescent in the autumn. Sharad Kal mein Chandrama iva. Chandra leka iva Sharadi. So she started corrupting when she hits people where they are weak. Right? So, Athivasatu samshrishta kaikeyi vismayanvita ekama. Then he says, look, in one sarga, anger doesn't get the trick. Cajoling doesn't get the trick. But you have to hit people where they are weak. Once she said this, you are a beautiful looking girl. She gets up and thinks, yeah, I am like a third crescent in a Sharatkala, autumn. Yeah, so she gave a gift. First gift. Athiva satu samhrishta kaikeyi vismayanvita ekam abharanam tasyai kubjayai pradadau shubha. Yeah, you are doing the right thing. So take this gift from me. Ekam abharanam tasyai kubjayai pradadau shubham idam tu mantare makhyam akyami paramam priyam. You have said something very good to me. You said I am a good looking girl. Akyanam paramam priyam. So that is how Dasaratha used to cajole Kaikeyi, because until now, for 50,000 years, he protected Kaikeyi, not asking the two boon. Because every time he says, Hey Sundari, Hey Loka Sundari, Hey Triloka Sundari. So that's what he used to say. That is Paryanka mantra. The same thing Mantra uses it. So what Dasaratha did, right? So Dasaratha did so much to Kaikeyi. That is his pet queen. Same thing he says, Hey, you made me very happy. Idam tu mantare maha makhyam akyasi paramam priyam. Akyasi paramam. You have said the greatest thing to me, that I am good looking. Etan me priyam akyatu kimva bhuya karo. What should I do now? Kimva karo mi bhu. What should I do now? Look at it. Rameva bharatevaham vishesham nopal. But still I think I don't discriminate between Rama. So far, even now she is not changed. She gifted the pearl because Manthara said she is a good looking lady. Then she says, then she comes to sense, Rameva Bharatevaham Visesham na upalakshate. I don't see any difference between Rama. Forget that I am good looking. Leave that alone. Rameva Bharatevaham Visesham na upalakshate. Tasmate uttishtasmi yad Raja Ramam Rajya Abhishekshate. It doesn't matter whether Rama becomes Yavaraja. It doesn't matter. Name paramam kinchiti idvyas tame paramam kinchiti itasvaya pina priyam priyarhe suvacham vachoparam. You have said the best thing to me, that Rama is going to be Yavaraja. Tatahi uvachastvamataha priyottaram varam varam te pradadamitam vridam. Okay, one gift I gifted because you said I am good looking. But now you again said the other thing good. I am not able to discriminate between Rama and Bharata, so I am going to give you more gift. So Manthara said, all these 36 slokas I have tried here, this lady is not changing. What should I do? So that will be the next thing. So what happens? So you have to hit people where they are weak. So now all the festivities in Ayodhya gone. So Punarvasu Nakshatra, the next day is Pushya Nakshatra. Everybody were thinking, Rame, 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 iti prajanam abhavanukata Rama. Rame, 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 iti prajanam abhavanukata Rama bhoot, Jagat bhoot. It's not going to happen until Yuddha Ganda. So people have to wait and wait and wait. Like we have been waiting for nearly 500 years. So next 3 sargas are going to be really interesting. Next sarga, Manthara changes the mind of Kaikeyi. Then Ramayana begins. Okay. Pavamana sututu patu padara pindamulaku ninama rupamulaku nitya jaya mangalam. Mangalam Kosalendraya Maganiya Gunabdaye Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam Shubham.